Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining our Enlightenment Through Meditation session. I like to thank all of you, as always, to take the time to join in the sessions and always helpful to cool the mind, to stand still somewhat the mind, so it can take it easy for a few moments, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's always helpful because our minds are always at high pace. So very thankful for taking the time and enjoying these sessions with me. We have been talking about happiness for last few sessions. And today also we are picking a topic which is very common in day-to-day life. We know it, we not know it, but we all go through, and sometimes it comes to us so easy that we don't even feel that we have it. And the topic is cheating in life. Can it make us happy? And a lot of questions come about when it comes to cheating. And the first question is always, we want to know, do we cheat? Because it is considered a negative attribute. And when it is a negative attribute, the first reaction to ourselves is, no, this is not my cup of tea. I don't. But the issue in self-awareness classes or sessions or meetings is our own self-awareness. Awareness is something that comes from within, and we are inside us complete pure conscious entity. Which is a pure? Purity means that there is no up and down, it's stable and it's positive. Like a light bulb, it's giving light always. So when it does not give light, when it is shut off, it's disconnected. Same thing. When we are conscious entity, we are pure within our hearts. And when this conscious entity leaves the body, we are declared dead. At that time, we cannot do anything. We cannot cheat even, because the conscious entity is missing. But the mind's attributes, which it operates under, vanity, anger, lust, greed, attachment, is always there. And when it is there, it makes us to do things which are not the characters of the conscious entity, which is pure by itself. As a result of that, we do actions which fall under the negative attributes like cheating. When the word comes cheating, generally it is taken into consideration that we are cheating with our partners, generally speaking. But cheating is a systemic problem, as we all know. If I have a tendency to work slowly, what I can finish in 1 hour, I finish it in 3 hours. It's a systemic problem. You make me to work in the kitchen, you make me to work in the bathroom, you make me to send me to shopping or anything. It's a systemic problem. It will perpetuate itself. It will show itself in every act I do. So cheating is such a character that would reflect in all parts or aspects of our lives. Eating, drinking, sharing, living with a partner, going to school, education, work, meeting with friends, any part of it, it will come over and over again, because it's a systemic problem. If we do something knowing or unknowingly, we're going to do it. These are our self-awareness sessions. These sessions are not done to say to someone you are or you are not. These are self-awareness sessions. Means that a topic is discussed, and then we look into that topic and see what is good for us, and we take it from there. Just like a river, River's job is to flow and to provide water, right? That's the job of a river. But it does have stones, it does have vegetation, it is up and down, it's deeper, it's shallow, it can be wide, it can be narrow. You know, there are so many things, the birds flying through their excreta into the river, people go wash their faces with the water. So the river provides a lot of water and other things, but it depends on the user how they see that river and what they get out of it. It's totally up to them. Someone might say, hey, I don't even want to go close to the water, and that's fine with river. Or somebody says, hey, I want to take a bath in the water, and that's fine with the river. River is not complaining. So these sessions are not directly for anyone, for anything, but they are self-awareness. They help us to see within ourselves where we stand, and if we want to improve, what steps can we take? So the question comes, do we cheat? And after that, how we cheat? Who teaches us to cheat? And why can't we do good to ourselves and not cheat and be happy? Because when we cheat, we all know there is a sequence of events that we have to follow. We have to make sure that we are good at every step of it, and at the end we come out winner. And sometimes we do. We end up as a winner, even if we have cheated or done some wrongdoings. But the thing is, our heart knows. Even in the deepest layers, deep inside, it knows what we did, and only we know that. And when we know that deeper details, although we have fooled or cheated the entire world, our heart knows. And when it knows, it keeps reminding us, this is what in actuality you did. And it doesn't let us make happy or laugh freely. Even if we laugh with the gauging, because we don't know who may know really where we stand. There is a fear always. So why do we do this to ourselves and not be just happy about everything that we do when we do it in purity? Who teaches us to do all that? These are very common questions. And this topic is also everyday life question. Because since we get up, we start planning and thinking what we are going to do. If we are late to work, what are the excuses we can use? How we can go? How can we have more longer coffee breaks? How we can fill out paperwork like this? I mean, these things, not necessarily this particular example, and I have mentioned it many times. It's not the words that need to be caught, but the essence of the message. So first of all, do we cheat? Do we? And this is such a question we need to ask ourselves, and nobody can answer that other than us. We need to look. The purpose of self-awareness is to realize where we stand, because we are all progressive. We want to progress. What good it is if we progress on the material grounds, and even when we make it to the top, we are so miserable within ourselves that we are totally depressed, even to a point where we are thinking of committing suicide. Life is not worth living. What good it is? So the awareness helps us to know where we stand. Should we do something about it? Maybe at this point nothing is bothering us. We know that we cheat, but it doesn't bother us. And it makes us equally happy. The question is, can we go and ask ourselves? Really take the time. Because we never do. We are so taken by the momentum that we don't take the time and say, hey, this is what I am doing. Maybe I need to get out of it. At the end of the day, in the evening, I don't feel so happy. It's up to us. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody knows. Sometimes we do such clever acts, nobody would ever know. But if we want to progress towards happiness, we need to get out of it. And how? if we don't ask this question to ourselves. How we cheat? Our mind has been given to us, which is quite clever in its own ways. It teaches us what to do, how to do, when to do, how cleverly to do. It is its own cunning ways. And it depends. We must have found people who are too straightforward. They say straight things. They don't make them pretty. They just come and say whatever it is. And sometimes we don't even like it. That is such a point blank thing. This is now, it should have been said because it breaks our ego or hurts our ego. And then there are some people who will never say the right thing the right way. It's always in rounds, in circles, and we have to derive from it what the person is saying. So we are all standing at different levels, Even two children born in the same house to same mother and father, they have different characters. Some can be very fast and a great swinger, whereas the other one is too simple, cannot do much. So these are different characters that come from our mind. Mind is already telling us how to hide the truth, how not to speak the mind, how to see the situation, evaluate, present, maintain our reputation, maintain our place, make sure this doesn't go right and wrong. And it gives so much stress. Whenever there is a stress of that kind, it takes our happiness away, because when we are happy, you must have realized at some point in time, when we laugh, when there is nothing, when two friends are sitting and enjoying themselves, talking about some silly stuff, there is nothing to hide and the laughter is open, free, and it is going everywhere and we feel good about it. But when we do the acts which are not so open and free, we have to hide. We have to make sure the other person doesn't get angry or doesn't find out the details. That gives us stress. When the stress goes high, our happiness goes down. It just works that way. Anger up, happiness down. Anger down, happiness up. When you forgive someone, for example, the happiness goes up for both the parties. When you are not mad at someone who has really done something negative to us, that person is happy, we are happy, because there the kindness, the positive virtues within us are coming up. So how we cheat? We cheat under the influence of mind to maintain our worldly things, material things, which could be anything material, reputation, our abstract reputation in society, or whatever, within our friends, within our relatives, but more so within our own self. Sometimes we make our own goals and don't fulfill them. We are cheating within ourselves. We say, I will write this paper because it is due in school tomorrow. We don't do it. And when we give a very fake, weak excuse, we are cheating ourselves, because nobody is hurting. Our grade is affected, and our grade, like in down the line in our life, might make a big difference. So who is getting affected? We are. And there are multiple ways that we do this. Who teaches us to cheat? That's another interesting question. Who teaches us? But just realizing that since we are born and we are growing, living in the family, going, making friends, being with friends, playing with friends who bring different backgrounds within themselves, we are very observant. When we are observant, we make sure we learn, we absorb, we see, and we see how the society runs. When we are playing with the friend wants to stay longer. He goes, oh, I felt sick there in my friend's house, that's why I'm late, when he goes late to his house. We are observing this, and we are learning at the same time. We are like magnets. We soak everything within ourselves. So who teaches? Sometimes we watch our parents. Oh, they are saying to us, this aunt is good, you are supposed to say this. This uncle is not so good, you are not supposed to go. All these things in society that is happening, we are observing. We are absorbing, and from there we are learning how to twist. When it becomes twisting, there is a very subtle difference when it moves on to cheating. And then not only that, we cheat ourselves, we cheat our friends, we cheat our relatives, our brothers and sisters. And I am sure that this is not a topic that we are not familiar with. We are all familiar with it, because we know this, as we do have a pure conscious entity within us who speaks to us the truth. And we have a mind which is clever, which tells us what to do, and even for the momentary pleasure, we fall under its guidance and do what it asks us to do. Why can't we do good to ourselves and be happy? Sometimes we may not know what we can do. We are so used to doing it that we don't find what can we do, a way out from this. But then when we start looking into it, and when the feeling starts to grow into self-awareness, we realize that yeah, it is making a difference in our life. It's not keeping us so happy as we would like to be. Because as I said, whenever there is a burden on our heart, it brings us down. Heart is purity, happiness, always. When we put weight on it, it's going to go down. As it goes down and heavier, our happiness is not there anymore. Our mind could be happy only for that moment. Later on, it always tells us, why did I do that? Did I need to do it? So listening to our own self. The purpose of self-awareness is that we look within ourselves, we find what is happening within ourselves and see how we can improve ourselves. Because as we start moving on this ladder, the courage of truth starts to accumulate in our heart. And we will find that one day we might walk up to a person or whoever we had twisted or cheated in some shape and form. We walk up to them and just admit. Because in admittance is happiness, and admittance is something, because it comes from heart, the other heart receives it, and the positive attributes, the virtuous qualities within us, the kindness, the forgiveness start to come up, and suddenly we find that when we bring out the truth, the two people who were not even in talking terms may be hugging each other. Why? Because they are feeling so much better and lighter and happier. We need to remember that our heart is nothing but pure truth. And when we are our hearts, that means we are pure truth. When we are pure truth, we don't need to hide anything. When we don't hide anything, we are happy, because there is nothing that we need to hold on to which is making us heavier. So although we learn from society or from our home or from whatever goes on around us, but it is up to us to look at our own self, because this is self-awareness. We want to attain the highest level of happiness and become pure truth. For that we have to start from somewhere. Why don't we take one step at a time, move on to this path, and absorb and take and tell ourselves we are making a move. And as our awareness grows higher and higher, and our happiness comes more and more, and we start enjoying it, we will be moving on to the right direction towards higher elevation of awareness. And then we can see ourselves more under the light of that awareness to find out how we can improve our own self. Because self-awareness is nobody's business, really. It is self. We need to look, we need to find, and we make ourselves happy. So we don't go into depression, we don't go into panic attacks, we don't get into fights, we don't get into angry. And when we are lighter and we are purer, we will become happier. and that is the way to move on to the path of happiness. We get off this negative attribute of cheating by looking into ourselves and asking ourselves the question, what is the need for it? Why am I doing it? For how long I have been doing it? How good I have become doing it? And one by one weeding out all those negative attributes so we can shine like gold. I would like to thank you for joining me for this session. If you have any questions or you would like to give your suggestions, please come to our website drkors.com. You can leave us comments on our Facebook page, facebook.com/drkors, or you can write your comment on YouTube, which is youtube.com/drkors. Please subscribe us on our YouTube channel and also share these videos with all your friends and relatives, because this is path of truth, and the more you share, the more it becomes bigger and the happiness becomes bigger and bigger. Always remember, happiness is not too far, and I love you all. Thank you so much.